coming in.
What's this? A radio? Alright.
What did you just came into a battlefield and saw this sitting in the toilet? Hello people of YouTube, and in today's video me and my friend Eddie are going to be exploring the horrible world that is DayZ online, and I hope that by watching this video you'll get some kind of insight on what it is actually like to be in DayZ, as this game can be exciting, enjoyable and a great time, as well as being the most depressing piece of shit you'll ever play in your life. So you're about to see what actually happens throughout this video, but right now we're trying to hunt some cows. We'll get in a good position before we get them all.
Right. Or I could just go loud and just shotgun the hell out of them. I'm gonna do it.
You go for the one on the left, yeah, I'll go for the one on the right.
I'm just gonna run up to him and shotgun him.
It becomes apparent that both me and Ed decide that going loud and dumb is the clear option in killing these wild beasts. And it doesn't exactly go right to plan.
Now.
And even though Ed manages to kill his cow, we soon discover that my accuracy is about as useful as a fork with no handle. But despite this, we do chase on after the cow, although we have no idea where the cow actually went, and we solely rely on just our guessing and luck as to where a cow could have gone.
Okay, there's a crowbar.
Oh, I hear him.
He do be mooing.
Oh, you got yourself. Oh, now I'm just laughing, you piece of
Hey!
Now, some people may think that we overreacted after killing that cow, and you would probably be right, but we really took that as a shot at our own ego, as for that cow to run away from not only me, but also Ed, it really hurt us deeply down inside. Now, as we're running through this field, we spot a barn which we think could be a good resting point, and whilst jokingly laughing about what just happened and people hearing those gunshots, we decide to take shelter in this barn, and whilst looking for our inventories, this happens.
Oh!
Was that us?
Oh no, that was us.
Oh, give me that sight now, I need that sight, give me that sight!
Wait, hold on.
And just as I predicted, we do end up getting shot at. More, Ed gets shot at, but that's not the point, and now we are stuck in this little barn, kind of panicking to say the least. It even came to the point where I decided that maybe we should just suicide and keep our honour and die respectively. However, Ed decided against a suicide pact, which I can only assume is for the content, which I have to admire.
Oh!
Oh no! No, please!
Should we just make going for it?
No, because if we go outside, we're we just got to stay in here. Right,
okay, we just watch hole in the wall here. He's right there! I see him! Right, looking through this little slit in the wall, right?
In hindsight, looking back at my reaction, I actually have no idea why I reacted like that. It was only a few people with guns. Like, come on, surely I have enough experience to deal with that. But looking back, also we probably should have run away when we had the opportunity, as that might have saved our lives. But it's okay, because Ed clearly has something else up his sleeve that I wasn't quite ready for. Look, there's only 3 entrances, okay? There's 2 of us. Okay? So, fear... F***ing idiot.
Oh!
And just as we were maybe thinking of a plan to actually get out of this situation, Ed not only goes and shoots at them, but also alerts them of just exactly where we are. So we are pretty much f***ed, as we have no escape now.
That's actually his cows, he's pissed.
Oh! Ed, there's a open the door!
Oh! I'm opening this door.
Oh, piss off, yeah? Ed, I need help. Ah! I'm hit.
There was a guy outside and I killed him.
Ed, I'm dead! I apologise for bursting your eardrums, but as you can see in the footage, both me and Ed do end up dying from this encounter. But it must be said that Ed did manage to kill one of them, which is pretty impressive. Me, however, I am pretty much useless. I think Ed sums this up pretty well.
We just
hunted
we
down
made
by
some
2
big
people.
progress.
We were both humbled back to our starting positions now that we had no weapons or anything, and it resorted to reading street signs in very bad Russian. Can be wobo. Can be wobo.
Can be. Whoa.
That woe from Ed just then really summed up how Ed must have felt when he heard what I tried to pronounce. I mean, I have no idea what I was trying to say, but I guess we just have to roll with it.
Oh, I'm in Berezino. Oh my god, I'm so far away from you.
Alright, let me kill myself then. It really is amazing that even in DayZ, just like real life, I still look for the easy solution in what I have to do in certain situations, which I think really brings out my personality. So I guess this is character building in a way. However, when I respawn and eventually do find Ed's city, I managed to find something else that I really hope was not Ed, as it seems to be that some kind of cannibalist cult is on the server. Eventually though, I do actually run into Ed, and although I'm holding a weapon and looking like I'm going to kill him, we do in fact realise we are in fact friends and not enemies, as this DayZ server is full of hostile people and we are not one of those. We are just trying to make friends. But when Ed finds the body I found, his reaction is priceless.
Oh, that's vile.
What happened to him?
Guts!
What did they do to it?
What the hell? No, I want to feed it this human steak.
No, you f***ed that, I'll slash you up, bro.
No, wait, I want to put some of this up. If we capture someone, kidnap him.
Oh, let's make him eat it. Let's take it all. It really is astonishing how me and Ed were first disgusted by this discovery, and now we plan to use it to our advantage just in a matter of seconds. It really shows us how DayZ has managed to corrupt our minds into thinking that maybe we can use the human remains that we literally just found on the street for our own personal gain. However, as we run up the street, we do get a sense that someone could be nearby, and as we enter the police station, we begin to hear zombies, or at least that's what we think are zombies.
Oh, there may be a zombie
I'll
in here
slash this
though.
guy up. I'll kill
Be
this guy.
breathing.
Hello? We are reclaiming
the.
Oh! Oh my god!
Jesus Christ!
Now, if that wasn't a sign of anything that bad things were to come, I really don't know what is, as we were just planning on finding a soul to force feed them human remains, and instead we got turned into human remains yet again. Now, it is quite sad that we did die straight after meeting up, however I can't deny that that was pure entertainment.
Oh, the apartment building is perfect for killing us all.
I do really enjoy Ed's insights after we die because it really shows his true personality and his beliefs. Now, I can't lie that what he said did make me laugh, however it really shows the state of mind that DayZ had made us become, as we didn't actually value surviving anymore. It was more about revenge and just killing ourselves when possible. Now, eventually I did manage to stumble across the remains of me and Ed again, and unfortunately the person who killed us was nowhere to be seen, so we had no option but to continue the hunt for such a murderer, as he could have been the one cutting people up making human remains, and we did not want that to continue on the server. And later on we did find someone. Psych! You thought!
What is he talking?
In hindsight, I think murdering this guy was really unjustified, and it really went against our own morals, as this guy wanted to be our friend. However, we decided to cut him up, or at least I decided to cut him up, because I felt like I had no other option, which I'm really disappointed in myself for doing, as how am I meant to make friends if all I do is cut them up when they give me an opportunity? I guess this is really where I need to learn how to move on. He's like a... Oh! I'm being shanked! Ah! I'm gonna die! I'm being shanked by... And DayZ's gaming mechanics never fail to surprise me, as this is a true immersive survival experience, literally being stabbed by nothing. Now, after dying, I did stumble across another survivor who looked like he was kind of lost, and again, I must have forgotten my actual morals because I decided just to beat this guy up instead of trying to communicate, which, again, I don't really know why I did it, but it was funny. Cover person's head. Alright.
Nice.
Right. Road flare. Oh, well, we don't need this shit, so let's just get rid of that. Right, what the f*** do you think
Right,
you're doing?
you know.
You must be beat up.
Oh, my food level's red.
This footage here really shows my true ability at surviving in DayZ, as although I had a basal butt, I still managed to make hard work of killing a wounded survivor who had literally just woken up from a coma. Somehow I ended up on top of a building, and watch this footage, it's purely just DayZ gold. It just looks... Oh shit! How did I survive that? I just jumped 3 stories. Yeah. Oh just killed. Again, DayZ has such surprising game mechanics that you can survive such a massive fall, but you take one little step off maybe a 1-story building and you will instantly die. Now, I respawned and had a stick in hand, and I did hear someone, so I decided to engage. Sup, bitch! I've got a stick!
Got a pig!
At first I thought I was actually going to win this fight, but then it became clear that this guy was clearly a reincarnation of Mo Farah or something, as this guy could run for miles, and he did me with a quick 180, ran back to the zombie body, managed to find a weapon, and it just went downhill from there. Oh, he's got a axe. Oh, shit.
Wait, what backpack has he got?
I'm dead. And yet again, I ended up dying in a 1v1 battle in this game, and to make matters worse, we stumbled across more human remains as I wake up from my previous death. But this really showed me how up the DayZ society is, that there were so many cut up humans across the world. So as I ran down the street, barely surviving, I decided to munch on the human remains, because maybe the only way to live DayZ is to conform with everyone else.
Yummy, 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 I got love in my tummy.
I just ate the human remains.
Disgusted.
As I died for a record amount of times in one DayZ game, I decided that maybe now is a time to reflect on what has happened throughout this video and this experience. Because at first we were in a really great position, you know, just shooting some innocent cows, doing nothing. But then it clearly became apparent that even though I could not aim and shoot the cows, we really weren't set up for an actual fight when that would eventually happen. And inevitably, when it did happen, we were going to be beat up and humbled back to our own beginnings. The main issue that we really had was that guns create so much noise and so much unwanted attention that eventually people will find you and put you back in your place. And that, as you can see, did happen. And I think we really should have learned from this, because if we wanted to survive in DayZ, the best thing to do was keep quiet and keep a low profile, but instead we decided to be guns blazing and loud, and I think we really made a mistake. But we did learn from our mistakes, and I think that is what's really good character building, and that's what matters. Now I think this is what makes DayZ such an immersive game, as 1 minute you're on top of the game and you can basically kill everyone apart from other players, and the next minute you're eating human remains just to stay alive. I think that really shows what it takes to actually survive in DayZ, as me and Ed clearly aren't suited for this kind of environment. Like, we just want to mess around and shoot people. However, I think DayZ is much more of a serious game, and we didn't really understand that at first, and I think that is why we died. As when me and Ed finally met up after about 20 minutes of looking for each other, we run into one building together, and the first thing that happens is one of us gets gatted by someone with an SMG. Which really shows you have to always be on your A game whilst playing DayZ, because death can literally be round the corner and you may not expect it until it's way too late. Maybe instead of attacking those who had guns, we should have pried on the weak, just like everyone else does in DayZ, because DayZ really is a dog-eat-dog world, and by picking on those who are weaker than you, you can always have fun and you know you probably won't die, which I think me and Ed really need to do from now on. From what we saw when we respawned, this whole DayZ world is corrupt in so many different ways, such as cannibalism, cutting up people, and even ourselves turning into the cannibals that we at first were afraid of. It even got to the point where we were so relentless that we would kill anyone who gave us an opportunity to kill them, which I think shows that DayZ changes you as a person. You can go in there with good intentions, but you end up dying on the street eating human meat. So that will probably end this video. If you did enjoy, please leave a like and subscribe, and if you do want to see more content like this, leave a comment below. And peace out, boys.